My friends, we are back, and it's time to create more of the Rhg characters for the Stones Rhg universe. And today I want to talk about how we are building a community. For those of you who are watching and are showing up to shows regularly, you've got to kind of see this process from the very beginning. And it has now become something so much greater than I think it originally started off to be. And that's for the better. And you know what? It created it in the best way possible, which is just one thing at a time and staying creative throughout the entire process and just letting the creative process ebb and flow and being open to expanding ideas of what we're working on, not only just for the character, but also as a broader scope. And now, every day, my only issue is I'm so inundated with the simple fact that I so desperately want nothing more than to have infinite amount of time to animate all these characters. And where I'm at right now is I have an ever-expanding list of characters to create, and I'm only one person, and it's taking me up to an hour now, sometimes an hour and a half to create just one guy. But it's so worth it, and they're so cool. But I feel like animation is coming soon. Animating these characters is coming soon. But today we're gonna be creating more characters, so we'll keep on that track. What's up, guys? How we doing? Crow for Crow, Ghost Town, CJ. These are some new names. Welcome. Good to have you. Glad to see you. I'm gonna be going through the process of creating the next character here for Tofu Shop. Desmond, what's up, buddy? Some new faces, some new names. I didn't expect to see new names in here today. At least not, especially right off the bat. How we doing? What's up, Crazy Zombie? Am I on the right account? Just kidding. Oh, let's do objects while I'm drawing the character. How we doing? We're running. Why are we running? I don't know. Let's see. What should we create? Should we create a relative? Should we create another species? Should we tag on to another previous species? Finishing up an animation with the Crow for Crow character. Been having a lot of fun with it. I can't wait to see it. You know what we haven't had is another old guy. Let's make another old guy. Doesn't even mean he has to be weak. But I think an old guy is in order. One of the elders. That's what they could be called. Maybe they're called the elders. The first people of Stone Mountain. Of the first people. These are all original OCs. These are all original characters that I've been making over the last 2 weeks. The only attachment in any way, shape, or form that they have to anyone else is they are the username of people's TikTok accounts that left a comment on my TikTok post where I said, if you leave a comment and are following, I'll create an honorary Rhg in your name. And now we've since turned it into a whole universe of characters that are very diverse, unique, with their own sets of abilities, and even lore and tie-ins, and yeah. Work out a background for an animation test? Let's go. And the most recent one we just did was Davin, an electric battle beetle with these sharp claws that are electrified by his antennae. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And we have we have factions, different species, different creature types. We are currently on, I believe this is number 76. So yeah, Tofu Shop is number 76. 76. And you're going to kind of see the process of what I go through in creating them now. A lot of it is doodling. A lot of it is scribbling and figuring out what I like, what I don't like, and bouncing ideas off the chat. And overall, just staying creatively as free as possible. Let's see. Let's give him a face. Sometimes a face will help too. Keep me on track. Let's just make this old guy not as grumpy as Piss Grandpa before. As he's been so affectionately named last time as Piss Grandpa. His sleep-deprived citrus character, which is... Okay, let's move these up. This guy could be one of the elders. One of the ones that have been around Stone Mountain for a while. This is Piss Grandpa. People affectionately named him as before. He's an elder that has gasoline that leaks from his beard, and he stores that gasoline in his staff and uses it as a flame thrower or as a fire staff. So maybe this guy is one of these elders. Okay, this should be it here. There we are. What? Okay.
Void.
Ah. Now I wonder what this guy's weapon could be. He's one of the elders. He doesn't have to have a cane. Should we look to some of the others for inspiration to see if somebody can give us a jumping off point? We have ice, cold, electric, nature. Michi, what's up? Does that ping in Stone Mountain Discord, does that help people or is that annoying? Be honest. If it's annoying, I'll stop doing it. I'm only doing it if people find it to be helpful. If it's pointless and just annoying people, I'm going to stop. But, we're moving on to the next character right now. I'm trying to see what direction I might want to take him. I like it because I can get to these faster. Okay. You don't mind it at all? Alright. If you guys don't mind it and it's cool, I'm totally down. And again, I'm going to be fleshing out the Discord eventually. I'm sorry it's like so like decrepit and awful. If someone doesn't like the pings, they can just turn on the option that turns off. Oh, okay. I didn't even know you could do that. Lol. What's up, Heck Ray? I just like you guys being in here, man. It helps my creativity. I hope you guys have a good time. Ooh, spawning objects. Random object generator again? That might be kind of cool. I don't know how we could do it though. Heavy weapon, swords, kind of swords, scythes, battle axes, maces. Kunai on whips. This is gonna be hard to animate for me. I love Kings. Kings came out really cool. Alright, well. Conditional multiplier attacks? That might be kind of cool. Should we make him really strong? Like physically strong, even though he's old? What's up? What's up, Penelope? Penelope, I hate that it's always like awful time zone for you, I think. It is what it is, you know what I mean? I don't know what this is. But I feel like it might be some kind of backbling. Sometimes I literally just draw shapes like this and just see how it feels. If I was supposed to draw this for a reason. Yo, what if he's one of the old Razor Teeth people? That'd be kind of sick. My voice changed a bit? Uh-oh. Test. Let me make sure my microphone's correct. Does it sound awful? Oh no. No, it should be the right microphone. Do I sound good? An old man faction. Stone, question: what is your vision for this community you're building in years' time? I see it as a micro community that exists wholeheartedly within the bubble of the people that are in Hyun's dojo, that are maybe more focused in the Rhg world or the things that I have going on. You know, whether it's the Stone's Rhg universe, you know, creating art around those characters, or fleshing the world out, maybe, you know, even expanding beyond that, doing things that have to do with writing with the characters, working on shorts or full lengths. I want a way to be able to connect with people that are interested in specifically what I'm interested in a more consistent, reliable way, that we can all just share our love for animation, as well as share what we're working on together on a more regular basis. A more tapped in group of people. You know what I mean? Because I feel like what's kind of lost in communities right now is that the main goal at the end of this for people is to get views on the things that they're making, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing to want your work to do well. But I think that there is an element of magic that's missing that I'm good at, that helps bring people together and get excited about being online, to get excited about creating something with somebody, to get excited about seeing what other people are doing, and to be surprised by other things people do out of nowhere. You know? That's what online community means to me. What's up, tiny face? What if this guy is an old man, elder of Razor Teeth's culture? How? Why? Don't know. But I want to play around with that idea. I think it's going to be a cool idea. What if he's got these like old beat up teeth? Will these teeth get lost in the sauce with his beard? Maybe. I love your little shorts you do, Penelope. You do such a good job on them. I think that they're very cute. I can't follow them all the time. Some of them I don't get. But that doesn't matter. That's not important. I think they're cute. You love how I draw faces? I honestly don't know how I get away with it. It's really, they're really like primitive and dorky. But honestly, I don't think of myself as an artist. I really don't, like, at all. I think anything I've ever done, you know, I was always the cool drawer, you know, in school. Wow, you're a good drawer in school, but like, I've never really pursued art in a vacuum. It's not that I don't love and appreciate it or wish I was better at it, but I enjoy getting better at animating my little simple stick figures than I do in creating a beautiful landscape, or even just drawing faces better. Not because I think that one is better than another. I just purely follow my interest, and that's just my interest. I don't really have a reason why for it. Also, Cap, you and everyone here is an artist. You get what I mean, though, right? Like, I would agree that I would be under the umbrella of being an artist because I'm creating something that is art, right? But when I'm saying that, I mean it more like I don't have a bunch of still shots where I'm working on an art piece, you know? Maybe my turn of how I used my words isn't accurate. I would say I am still an artist, but I guess what I mean is I've never seen myself as someone who is good at art, but rather I know enough to get me by with what I'm trying to do in animation. Does that make sense? The most important part about getting better to do the thing And if you do the thing by doing another thing, then that still works. I guess that's true. Rubber Bumpus, that's a fun name. Yeah, you naturally get better at drawing just by kind of animating. That's what I feel like. I feel like if I, as long as I keep doing this, I'm getting slightly better. My office, 15 minutes. A rubber bump. I don't know what these spikes are supposed to do, but I just feel like this looks really cool. Like, if I also, like, this is my favorite thing to do. If you guys want to make something like, the biggest thing that I urge you to play around with, take an item, add a slight glow to it. Watch. A little glow of the same color. Make it white. Nothing crazy. Maybe add a little strength to it. Just a little bit, just a hint. And this look even better on a better background. Then hold Alt and click and move. It creates a duplicate. And then simply select Add. And then place it on top of it. Sometimes this can create some pretty cool effects. This is where I like to play with like the blur amount, right? You can play with the strength. And then I go up here and I'll change the alpha of like how much I want it to impact it. It doesn't always create like the best value, but sometimes it creates some like really cool effects that I really like. You can also tint. Tint goes hard, and then after you tint, you can do advanced and adjust the alpha from there still. So I'll just bounce around some tints and I'll see like, oh, is there like something that maybe his own color, maybe something else here, and then maybe it helps me get some more ideas. Like that orange looks sick. I started watching Sonic or something. Oh, you guys are talking about Discord? Okay, that's cool. You guys are coming in from Discord. That's nuts. Why is everyone in Judge showing up? Judge, come out. Who knows? Hey, if you guys want to hang out here, I appreciate it. All right, he's got these spikes. Why does he have the spikes? I don't really know yet. Same thing. Just letting creativity flow. He's one of the Elder Razor Teeth. Why is he Elder Razor Teeth? Don't know yet. I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger now. I love back blings, by the way. Back blings for characters, as well as like orbiting pieces, are a lot of fun. Youpster, what's up? What should his weapon be? An older guy. I feel like these teeth need to have some kind of point to them. That's kind of nice. See, like sometimes I'll just change the angle. That's kind of cool. It's like that is his placement. A little cape action. I like to establish the ability first, if I can, before adding too many like secondary action things. Because then it's like, I might find that the ability is really animation heavy. And then I'm like, oh, now it's kind of like, now I'm like so married to the secondary movement item that I added. And I don't want to take it away because I love it. But then I'm like, oh man, it's going to be a nightmare to animate that ability plus the secondary. Yeah, a lot of people here today. I don't know what happened. Was that just like the best Stone Mountain ping on the planet? Or was everyone just by their computer waiting for these streams? I don't know, man. Old man Razor Teeth. I feel like an old man Razor Teeth would get in a lot of fights. So he maybe gets beat up. This is like a younger, more spry version of Razor Teeth. Somewhere in the Razor Tooth community. Judge raid? I don't even know what that is, man. Sorry. Should I? Am I in trouble? Is this allowed? Let me see if I can snap. What if we give him a tooth weapon? Oops, let's not collect that. It's a duelist clan. Gotcha. Okay. A small hammer? A mallet, perhaps? A tooth mallet? Is that real? Can we do that? Is that allowed? Maybe they call him the dentist. Bye, Penelope. Toothbrush for his old teeth, maybe. Scythe teeth.
Oh.
I have so many Scythe character, and honestly, I'm not that great with animating scythes. Got a character who uses onomatopoeia. Uses onomatopoeia. What even is? What even is that? I thought that was just a word that people use to get people out on a spelling bee. I have no clue again what I'm doing here. I'm just messing around. Sometimes cool shapes will give me something. It's almost like a bench, like a weight, or you know what I mean? Onomatopoeias are words describing noises. Yeah, it's designed a word just to destroy you. A drill. Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe we do something with the drill. It's gonna look a lot like less like a drill and a lot more like a jousting tool. You know what I mean? But that's okay. I think it can come off that way and it'd be fine. What is going on, man? How is this not connected? Are you joking? I'm trying to fill and it's not filling. Bro, what? How is it not? Is this a joke? Are you joking me? Bro, same layer. Okay, that's not the same layer. Or it is, but it's... Okay, I was going insane for a minute there. Hold on. Shapes can be ugly, but I have a button that fixes it. Giga Drill Breaker. All right, let's go through the process. What happens if I add a spark glow to it? Duplicate it. Hello, duplicate it. Add. Let's tint. Is there a cool tint we can get out of it? Maybe his color. Nah, maybe too much. Alpha. Nah, I don't like that glow. Let's just kick it to white. Hello, kick it to white. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe it's cranked too high, though. This could be like a special drill. Yeah. Are his weapons made out of tofu? They could be. Tofu's doing too much damage. The Heavenly Piercer. He's an old head, right? So I want something to do with his teeth. I want him to be like part of the razor teeth people somehow. I think let's go out here. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's get into tint orange. Alpha. Yeah, I want something to do with this. I think it's a drill. I think we're chilling with it being a drill. I like that idea. Can I don't think I need to give it drill properties. It just is a drill. Like when you see it being used, it's gonna have drill properties. Like you can throw it into the ground and stuff. Need to see an unorthodox RHG like Munch or the French. Possibly. I'm trying to keep them under some kind of framework because they're so unique in different abilities. If your drill is a drill that will pierce the heavens. Damn it, I don't know yet. I don't know what this character's about yet. I'm saying he's an elder. He's like part of the older culture. And he's part of the razor teeth species. So he's kind of like this guy, but like an elder version of him. And we're thinking he has something to do with the spear. Like a, Not a spear, I'm sorry, a drill. And that's kind of where we're at. We're not too far into him, to be honest. I'm trying to refine it so it doesn't look so soft. I felt like it looked too soft. I like the idea of him having this like heavenly spear though. But why? What does the spear do? Or not spear, drill. What is old man razor teeth here with a drill? Is it melee or does it have a float around him? A float? I would say his drill is melee, but I'm not sure what you mean by float or if that's a typo. I would say that this guy is a not very fast attacker. He's a little bit older. Doesn't mean his hits aren't going to be heavy. I want it to tie in with his back blink somehow, though. Y'all make him do some Gurren Lagann stuff. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know I've heard of Gurren Lagann, but it's been, damn, 20 years since I've probably seen anything from it. Floating like the shurikens of the Arishi Shuriken. Tank build? I would say I'd put him more closer to a tank build, yeah. But I want to give him a passive of some kind. Like, when he drills, like, you know, he can hit you and pierce you with the drill. He could also maybe send it into the ground. Like, he can send his drill into the ground and it can, like, pop up. Lemonia, what's up, buddy? Dude, everyone's here. We're chilling. The family is here, dude. How you doing? Grab a snack. We're bringing stick figures to life. Does he have anything to do with his head? What if the drill fires out? Ooh, that's a good take. Chaparral Drive. Hold on. Okay, we'll go. I like the drill fires out. What if these are his ammo? It's a drill. What if these are bullets? The drills are the spikes on his back that he can fire if he wants. Yeah. And I think they regrow. I think these are teeth that grow out of his back, and he can fire them. Oh, he fires them like mortars? Dude, that's sick. Fires teeth from his drill like mortars. And what if they go into the ground, too? I love drills. My duelists have drills, main weapons. This is the first drill character I've ever made. I like that, dude. He fires his drill like a mortar. And they can pass in through the ground, too. Like, they can hit and then drill into the ground. He can either walk by and pick them up, or they grow back. Yeah, bro, we're cooking. It's cooking. Yes. Give me a second. I got my two favorite overlays that I like to play with for flavor. Okay. And then this should be, here should be behind. So let's do this here. Yes. It adds a little bit of depth to the color. And I like that. Yeah. Are they physical or made out of lights that dissipate? I think they're physical teeth that have just kind of like energized properties. So they have the ability to pass through objects easier. What if you can also spin the ammo on his back and use it like a shield or something? Interesting. Like he can take this out in front of him. He could easily do that. He has, it's like a crystal teeth shield backpack. Crystal teeth. They're crystals because they can form. Yes. Okay. Old man. I like him. That's enough. Everything else can be created from here on out. Done through the creativity of... How many sticks are made at this point? This is number 76. This is number 76. Tofu Shop. 76. Old man teeth drill. Old man teeth drill. Let's see. Let's crank it down to, let's do like 6 maybe. Hold on. Drill is a melee weapon that also can shoot the crystal teeth as ammo, mortar style, from his back. Don't worry, we'll shrink this down so we can read it on 1 or 2 lines. Yep. Drill is a melee weapon that can also shoot the crystal teeth as ammo, mortar style, from his back. And I would follow that up with crystal teeth grow back slowly. Let's make this a little smaller so we can fit here. Crystal teeth grow back slowly, or they can be picked back up. Yeah? Mandor hand hook car door. Yeah, for sure. How many sticks do you... Yeah, the 100 one has to be special. I mean, they're all special, man. I mean that. Alright, just getting the description kind of lined out a little bit here, and then we're done. We're moving on to the next one already, but you guys need to decide, is this man Neptune, or is he Team Ultra Savior? Take your time. Take in his energy, his vibe. Think about his mechanics. What do you think? Is this guy screaming Ultra Savior, or is he screaming Team Neptune? And furthermore, will he be in the same alignment as his predecessor, Razor Teeth? I don't know. What do you think? Michi, what do you think? Savior? Savior? Seems chill. Emphasis on seems, though. Yeah. It's hard, because like, you want to think that like the Razor Teeth species looks inherently violent, because they're based around like these sharp teeth. But he's also smiling, looks a little goofy. He doesn't have mean eyes. His expression is not like entirely devious. He's in the Elder group, which means he should have more wisdom, but doesn't mean he's nice with it. Who knows? Seems fine as a Savior. He looks more virtuous, so whichever one's more of that. Yeah, the glow kind of gives off Savior. I think whenever you have a glow, it like leans Savior.
Break it down.
You know what would be cool? There might be one more detail we can add here before we dip. What if there's like the indication of like objects having been drilled or something? Like chunks.
Dark wave.
You know what I mean? To show like it kicks up objects, you know? Check this out. I think I can add this as a darken. Maybe just overlay? No, darken. Multiply? Multiply, drop the alpha a little bit, maybe? And even just place it at a little bit of effect. Darken? Kind of gives it, makes it look a little more, like it's got a little more chunks to it. Yeah, Tofu Shop would be fun, man. Again, I am gonna have to go through a process of renaming, so I'm not using people's handles as these guys come to life in animation. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the clean silhouette too. I might try blurring it, see how it feels. Let's detach. And let me see how I feel about it. That might be kind of cool. What if it's vaporizing? Like as it drills, it like vaporizes the objects. I think that's kind of cool. So it's like a hot knife through butter. That's what I feel like this drill is like. It's got like Ultra Savior energy imbued into it or something. And so it like hot knifes through butter through terrain. Yeah, I'm into that. Adds a little bit more flavor. All right, let's add him to the roster. How long did that take us? 36 minutes, dude. That's a record for us right now. Last night, we were looking at an hour and 20 minutes for a character. What's up? Okay. Tofu. Oops. Yeah. Davim and Namba took me like 3 hours. Just those two. All right. I'm feeling it though. Cool character. Easy, light, fun. Would be fun to animate. Let's go ahead and save that up. Oh, we didn't. We said Ultra Savior, yeah? Let's put his alignment right. We got Ultra Savior on the board. Let me export him and drop him in the mountain. That is our Discord. Gonna swing over here. Let's drop him in the... I know this is awful. Stone's Rhg Universe Creations. But whatever. It is what it is. People will get it over time, I guess. If not, whatever. Tofu. Donskis. Tofu. Is there a tofu emote? Drill. Light. Hold. There we go. Make sure to add the savior never count to. Oh yes, thank you. Let's go ahead and do that as well. Ultra Savior going to 39. And Tori's up next. Save Tori. You know how it is. Clean the slate. Let's go ahead. We just take everything off. Can also get rid of all of this. Slide this down. There we go. Tori, and now we gotta get our random color. Another dark green. What the? What you mean? It's so similar, but it's different, but similar. What's up, Connor? How you doing, buddy? Will it stop when the screen is full? No, the screen has been full multiple times. Originally, this stage was like... I think originally the stage size was like this big. I've just added more stage as I went along. I'm going to do a soft cap at 100, meaning I'm going to take a break from creating more at 100 and focus on animating some of these guys and bringing them to life in shorts. And then go back to adding more roster. Because I've been doing nothing but these characters for the last like 50 or 60 hours. Okay, so not in hours in a row, but hours in total work time, I'd say. Tori up next. Let's see if we can maybe start off with some inspiration from one of the different classes or species. We got bugs, elders, cashiers, avians, clowns, royalty, robots, cloud people, brutes, elemental, alien, aquatic, brutes. I haven't done anyone in the Rackstem culture in a long time. They're like these like demon-eared guys. Can we do a demon-eared guy? Let's see. Bring a gunman. I did do... We have Jay as gunman. Oh, be nice. The Rhgs demons. The Rhgs damn demons. So thanks for the TikTok comment, by the way. You're welcome, buddy. I'm not sure what it was on offhand, but for sure, Torii Gate, like the Japanese underworld. So maybe he's got some spirits and ghosts. Oh, I'd love to have another ghostly addition to like the underworld people. What's up, Skelly Guy? He looks very goblin-y, doesn't he? Let's get something in the underworld, though. Let's get another soul sucker. That'd be sick. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had an underworld person. So goblin, he seems very goblin-y, right? He's got that goblin color. Yo, what if he plays Ghost Ball? I don't play soccer at all. At all. I mean, I did a little bit when I was a kid, but I know soccer is like really massive globally. What if he's an underworld soccer player? A goblin soccer player. Add. Hold on, let me cook. It's like a soul ball. It's a ghost orb. What if he has it? Yo, hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm thinking. Hold on. What if he has it on a string? It's like a toy. What if he has a ball and it like, it's a soul puller. It's like Spectre. You know, Spectre, he hits with his mace lantern, pull your soul, and he has a soul factory. Should we have another soul factory character? It saps your life force away. It goes in the orb. Yeah. What's this funky beat? I'll take a screenshot for you. Here, take a screenshot of my screenshot. Slow ride infraction. Grab it. when you start animating them, I think I'm gonna put a soft cap at 100, and I'm gonna start animating some of these guys. I would say each orb gets bigger to a certain. I think it's maybe it gets bigger temporarily and then goes back to its like normal like vibrating size. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it gets mastered, it gets temporarily larger, but then shrinks back to its normal size, like it's compressing it like a black hole. The faster the move, the bigger the radius. That might be interesting. Also, what's up, hamstring? I think it'd be cool if only he can pick it up. He can pick it up. It's on a string, so my take is like he can move this around. You know? I don't think he needs another, I'm gonna show, like, souls, like, leaving it to illustrate that there's, like, souls in it, you know? What? Hello? Oh. Hello. What? Ed. No. Normal. Alpha. Just showing that there's like souls in and out of it, you know? RHGs are coming back one character at a time in the Stones RHG universe. It's like a big, beautiful toolbox. There's something in here that you'll want to animate. Bowls are two, yeah. I like to think of this like a soccer ball on a string. That's what it feels like to me. That's cooler. I like that I can't see like the hard defined edge of the ball. What do you guys think? I feel like he needs something else though. Like he needs one more object. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just messing around. Ooh, that orange kind of goes hard, though. Let me experiment.
Let's play.
I don't know. V-shaped sunglasses? What do these look like if these were the sunglasses? That's kind of cool. Give one of these guys a digigrade legs. What's digigrade legs? What's up, buddy? What are digigrade legs?
Let's play.
He does like an evil goblin, 100%. I don't know what the glasses are about, though. They look cool. I don't know what they're doing, though. What if he has like an Eye of Sauron type scenario in between his ears? What if he has a keeper? Yo, hear me out. He has like a keeper. He has like a boss that's watching over him do his job, collecting souls. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something is right. I just have to get this area cooked a little bit with back temperatures, maybe? Hold on. And then on top of this, just give me a dark. Check this out. Let's do multiply. Stack them. Stack a few of them. Make it one thing. Glow it. Crank it. Crank it. Crank it. Make another one. Split it down the center. Rotate it a little bit. Tint it white. That's kind of sick. Hold on. Dark. We're just playing around. I don't know if I like it. It's a funny idea, though. Underworld guy or part of whatever the... It's both. He's from the Rhgs species. I don't know if I like it. It's fun to play around with the idea, though. I mean, when it's by itself, it looks so cool. I was just messing around with this. Okay, I don't know. I'm incredibly tired. Woo! Hey, welcome to the incredibly tired crew. 28 concurrent viewers. How we doing? What the hell? I just feel like he's missing one thing, guys. What is it? He has an orb that collects souls, right? He uses it like almost like a soccer ball on a string. Impacts with it, pulls souls. Pulled souls get absorbed in the ball and make the ball stronger. Earrings? Maybe. Oh, it's such a good idea, but I don't want it as a secondary movement thing. It'd be flavor text on his ears themselves. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to have to like actually animate them, but I think it's cool. Give him a tail. Goblins have tails, right? That'd be a cool secondary movement thing, but is there a good value to it? Or is it just simply for the love of the game, you know? I mean, I'm down for the love of the game as well. What's going on? What's up? What's up? A bandana? I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling the... I feel like he needs something on his back, though, dude. I feel like he's got... Make a split tail to make him unique. Like a double tail? Demon wings? Do we want this goblin thing in the air? Do we want this thing in the air? I don't know. Weapon? Could there be a weapon of some kind behind him? No, I don't want a weapon behind him because he's got a weapon. There's something though. We're close. A tattered cloth, maybe? A sling bag or a belt? Duffel bag? Think about the value though. If we do something that's going to be heavy to animate, like a bag, like sloshing around, I'd want to have purpose to the bag. His hands are already busy. Keep that in mind. Like, his hands are already busy, so keep that. If I give him a cape, is there a reason? Capes are cool, right? We like capes. It might not be the right answer, but we like capes, right? Wait. Stop drawing objects. We like capes. I love the cape Suzette. I don't know if that's necessary though. Scarf? We can go scarf. Tattered scarf would be useful. I don't know. A single strand of hair from his bald head. I've done worse. The Krampusy. That's not what I meant. Back frills. Ew, he's icky. Ew, he's icky. I'm keeping his hair. I don't know if I'm keeping his whiskers. His back whiskers. Ew, what if he's spidery? Ew, what if he's a daddy long legs? Gross. I'm not doing that. That's the nightmare. I feel like there's something to do with this. Something here, though. I don't know what I'm doing. There's something. I want something here. You know what I'm saying? I want something here. Maybe he has a ghoul that comes out? What if he has ghoul? Maybe if we go back to that looking over him. Remember how we had that, like, there was that, like, Sauron thing that was looking over him? Calm down. What's an onion flower look like? An onion flower, it looks like this. It actually looks a lot like those things you blow and make a wish. They're like this, and they have, like, little flowers like this that usually cover pretty much in a dome. Give him a tractor arm attached to the bag. Oh, genius. Tractor arm? It does look like a tractor arm. He's like an excavator. This would be a nightmare to animate all the time. But what if it was like temporary ghoul? Hold on, let me see if we can do something here. Glow. Crank it. Crank it. Duplicate it. Add it. blur it. Crank that. Then we're gonna alpha. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something is right. Hey. Hey. That's not pretty good. There we go. Dual wield orbs. Make another one around his backside. Attach the other side of the string. Would that be a nightmare? I don't know if I'm talented enough to animate that. I have to make sure at least first and foremost I can animate it, because I will be animating it. I don't know if I could dual wield. It's like a double-sided whip, ball nunchuck. Make his ears look folded or something? What if just one of them's folded? Can we do that? I don't hate the idea. But is it permitted to do just like one? That's kind of cool. Adds a little flavor, yeah? I don't like this. I don't like this. Clacker balls? I know what you're talking about. You know the scene in the Transformers where the Decepticons has tractor arm attached to the back? He's fighting Optimus Prime, but the tractor arm is fighting independently of its own, maybe like that? That's what I was thinking. And like, it wouldn't come out all the time, but I also would then have to like actively animate like a hand thing, you know? And I don't know if that's my wheelhouse. Small fur cloak. That would look baller. But I'm thinking about like value of return. I feel like it needs to be like ghouly, like monster, you know? I feel monster. You feel monster? I feel monster. It feels like monster. Tattered small ghoulified. Is a toy that's too ball? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the clacker. I don't know how I'd animate it though. I feel like my ghoul is not gonna have enough like reason to exist. Brownish green fur cloak with tears. The thing is animating that secondary motion is going to be somewhat tricky. I feel like I can see what you're seeing though. I feel like I see it. But I'm just thinking like the value of return on amount of effort for something like that, you know? It's not really gonna look fur coaty based on how I would do it though. It would look cool, but I want it to like have a little more purpose than just like it's a cool thing, you know? I guess. No, like around the shoulders, short. Like, well, he's not always gonna have like shoulders per se. You're thinking something like this. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's not too bad. Maybe you could extend the ball's chain to connect the body somehow, like wrapping around him. Ew. Have I ever seen the movie Zathura? Gave me a strange feeling as a kid. No, I haven't. Are you thinking something like this? And then I have something around the back that's coming out like the back somewhere? Like... Space Jumanji. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool. I like that. It's like really subtle. I don't remember Zathura at all. Yeah, I'm down with that. Like, I feel like this is high value style points without high weight of animation. I just feel like he's missing a little something. Like, he has his orb, he kicks it around, it's pulling souls, that's cool. Is there anything else? Like, and it doesn't have to be like aesthetic. I think we're good on aesthetic. We had the earrings, the small cape, tattered cape, and his hair. This is a tiny amount of secondary animation. I don't know, I just feel like, is there something missing? I'm thinking more mechanically, less cosmetic. Something that's a little bit less cosmetic only. Something a little more mechanic based, you know? Hey, knock it off. Leave my sticky keys alone, bro. Sorry about the sticky keys jump scare. Sticky keys jump scare? Warning? I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do any of that. Anything I just did, I didn't need to do that. The more souls he collects, the more energetic the ball gets, making it stronger, but too many souls could explode it. Soul cap makes it explode. I like that. It doesn't explode. Like, boom, like it like goes away. But it has like a small burst. I like that. I don't think it needs a hat. I think his style is good. What if he proves the smoke out of his mouth to fog up the arena? That would be kind of cool. I like the plasma blast idea though, because then it's like you have to fear him stacking this up. You know what I mean? He's kicking it around because he wants the burst. He wants that AoE burst. But it doesn't explode the ball. Like, the ball doesn't go away. It just simply does AoE damage. Know what I'm saying? Ah! I like it. Simple, doesn't happen all the time. It's a burst, it's exciting, it's fun. Resets kinetic energy, but it's built up. Yeah, exactly. So it has a cooldown. Probably a mechanic that makes his weapon against him if it's that strong. I don't feel like it's that strong. Like, you mean, compared to some other characters, he's got to be kicking this thing around. It's going to be avoidable. It's going to be blockable. It doesn't just pull soul right away. It, you know, it has time. Like, you have to be hit a few different times from it. You know, on basic mobs, it's going to one pump, but that's normal for any, you know. Most normal mobs, you're tapping them once anyways and they die. So, I'm cool with that logistically. I think at this point he's good. I want to see if I can make sure that the ball isn't lost in the sauce here. I want it to be seen that you can still see that it's a ball. There we go. And this is just to illustrate that, like, it can, like, discharge. You know, it's not about exploding it in this one frame. It's just showcasing, like, hey, it can explode. Yeah, dude, we're absolutely building a community. It's happening. We are here. The universe is growing. Oh, I like this. What would we call it? What's his tagline? Hey, let's grab all pieces of him. Man, Tori. I'm ballin'. He's pulling souls with a soccer ball, essentially, on a string. And then he has like a nuke that goes off when he collects a bunch of them. I'm balling away. Give me your soul. Ball is life. Ball is life might be it, but that's usually a basketball thing. Give him either a New York accent or a Boston accent. Ball is your life. Yeah, he's definitely an afterworld Spectre. He's an underworld character. He's an underworld character from the Rhgs culture. So he's either dead or in the underworld, but he's related to Rhgs and related to El Stevie. Maybe he's one of the people that El Stevie had executed when they were the queen. You know, so he's in the underworld right now, kicking it up. Ball is your life. Soul orb pulls souls on multiple impacts. I don't want to say on impact because that implies that it's just like it touches you and you're yanked, you know? What? Not 45, we want 4. Thanks. Soul orb pulls souls on multiple impacts. Multiple stacked souls cause a soul burst explosion. Is there any other conditions? I would say like soul burst explosions resets ball power. Yeah? What about the mountain? What about the mountain? Wait, so all these guys are dead? All the ones in the underworld, the underworldly characters like Spectre, are like dead. Or is playing around there. Doesn't the ball change size, shape rapidly? That's just like when collecting souls, and that's kind of like when the animation is done. That's like the flavor of what it looks like. Like you'll see a soul leave a character's body, go into the ball, and you'll see it like pulse. You know. Salty exploder. You're gonna just take a swan dive? That's awful. I think that's it. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think that's it. I think Tori is ready to join the mountain. A new player is spawned. Okay. Okay. Tori. Let's get Tori on the board. Put duplicates away. Ball is your life. Okay, let's go ahead and export Tori. And put Tori on the mountain. Try to find a goblin. Tori. Alright. Goblin. Demon. Green. Sure. Rawr. Rawr. Could have done that and a ghoul. Ghoul. Ghost. These are important. It's for character development, okay? Ooh. Okay. All right, so on to the next, shall we? Tori is complete and is exported. Let's clean the plate. Oh, hold on. Tori, Neptune, right? This is like a non-issue. I think this is like a firm I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems very Neptune. Straight to Neptune you go. I really don't think there's much of a debate. If you're collecting souls and you're a Rhgs creature, I mean, Neptune. Don't want this dork on my team. You said it, not me. All right. Next we have O/Wave. O/Wave. Let's break that apart. Let's go ahead and grab another hex. Don't be green. Don't be green. All right, purple. That's something different. We like different. I don't hate green. It's just I didn't want another green. I want 3 greens in a row. Purple. Actually, have you ever considered giving one of the Rhgs here a metal cestus? Cestus. I don't like gauntlets because, I mean, you could. It's really just animating attacking with your fists with, you know, looking gnarly, I guess. On a stick figure, it gets kind of cluttered because your silhouette gets messed up and your fists ends up being larger than your entire figure. So moments where you put your fists together looks weird, and then also when you're like winding up to do a punch, it like clumps the whole body. I'm not against it, but it's a little weird. I updated the Neptune count. I updated the Neptune count. Whoop. And we can confirm this really easily. All I have to do is sort A to Z and then highlight. Boop. Oh, it's 37. Hold on, 37. Maybe I had one extra. 37 and 40. Oh, then I control Z. So this is actually 40 and this is 37. So someone swapped teams or didn't end up the right way. Spiky tennis racket. Well, let's see. Let's go to our list here. Let's see if we can add to another species or pick one. We have a purple. We have Aeroton. O/Wave. Aeroton. That's another purple. I like to look at like similar colors. Jay has a gun. Silly P has spring legs. Shadow has the multiplication or the after effect ability. Let's see. Do another clown. We did a clown somewhat recently. We did a brute recently. Haven't done another gloopy like character. Do we do a gloopy? Do we do a gloopy? Let's see if there could be a gloopy. Gloopies are bouncy and wonderful and fun. Here, let's... a gloopy. Maybe even a boggy? How would it be a boggy? An evil looking gloopy? I think that might be illegal. Wait, is this a fat gloopy? I think... okay. Gloopy's antennae are a little bit closer together. Is there an elastic guy in here already? No, there is not. There is not an elastic guy here yet. I like having characters that exist in the world being certain kinds of like species and stuff, because it makes it a lot more fun to get the creative juices flowing, because I feel like I have something to jump from, you know? Because, like, as soon as I say gloopy, in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, I know what a gloopy looks like. Let's start with the foundation of a gloopy and just see how that feels. What if he has a slit for an eye? What if he's one of these kind of gloopies? Ugh. Ew, I don't know if I like that. Ugh. I'll just leave it right there. Let's see how. Let's let that simmer. I don't know if I like the tail being so thick though. Gloopies have thinner tails. What would this Gloopy? Remember, Gloopies have the ability of weapon transformation. So if we look at Lucid, he has blades that he can extend and change shape of that are poison tipped. And then the original Gloopy has a strange looking alien weapon that is a sword that has like the Jom effect where it opens and closes, right? So like stab into the target, boom, and expand it. They usually have magical eyes, which is why they have this like, it's like a grayness to their eyes. Ooh. Poison Stinger. I don't know if I want to lean into poison again though. We're using our thinking. We're thinking. We're using our thinking. Oh, we have a ton of poison. We already have a poison Gloopy, yeah. I do. Okay, so think weapon. They're master weapon manipulators, but they're super positive and fluffy and bubbly, but they're good at weapons. Good at weapon manipulation. They're almost like blacksmiths. Did I put everything on this layer? I might have, I think. Hold on. Okay, let's put it further up there. That's what I like. There we go. Make him spin his torso like a top. Doesn't really take advantage of his weapon manipulation in his culture. Maybe he have a sharp weapon because O slash wave. Ooh. O slash wave. Have their arms be blades because he can like wave at you with his blades that he can slash you with. I always like to make them look kind of weird because they're like these weird alien creatures, you know? Let's just see what this looks like. We're traveling down the arc, the river you're creating, the path you're creating. What if all of his limbs turn into blades and he rolls around like a human buzzsaw or shuriken? That would be kind of cool. I like the idea of like waves being sent out by these arm blades. He has like these weird shaped weapons, like claws weapons. I like we're on the right track, I feel like. Let's see. It's like he's trying to scare me, like a gerbil that's been backed into a corner. They're bystander weapons, or they make they usually have some sort of an effect on their weapon. Like a weapon has like a transformation, or it does something unique. That's what the Gloopy's specialty is like weapon manipulation. Blades that can create shockwaves. I like that, but I need to see it in my head clearly. Like a shockwave is so vague in the sense that like that could be a bunch of different things. You know what I'm saying? I want a very distinct and clear thing that he does. that I can see and visually represent. And I don't know if I can see shockwaves through the blade slicing visually in a clear way. Now, that doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means like I can't see it yet. The rolling idea is kind of cool, but I feel like that's limited in its ability in the sense that it's like a move he can do rather than an ability. He did finish somebody up with a sick cross chop, is what it looks like. A wave that he can create through slashes for better visualization. Yeah. Okay, I see something. Let me scribble. Let me doodle. I see something. This might be nothing. Let me get this out of my brain. Let me give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on now. Give me a second. Let me do something. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me give me a second. Give me a second now. Hold on, I'm not done. Let me get there. Hold on now. Give me a second. Whoa. Hold on now. Give me a second. I like that color. You know what I mean? Like he slashes, and it shoots out like waves like that. It's like he cuts. It's like he's cutting reality, but it's like a chunk out of it gets thrown at you. Like imagine this, like he slices like that, and then it's like flies at you like that. You know what I mean? What do the waves do? I don't know. What kind of damage do you think they should do? I think they should hurt. They slash. Slashing damage. Hold on. Can I do this? I'm messing around. I don't need it. Like, can you imagine he cuts and then these come flying at you really fast? That's what I see. I guess the question is, what kind of damage do they deal? Waves are static and stay in place, but the opponent, they also get cut too? Okay, hold on. I gotta see it. I'm thinking. We're cooking. He cuts, it stays there. And if you touch it, the cut happens to you? Like traps. Oh, so he just tears reality. He's tearing reality. So they don't come flying at you. Okay, but I gotta see, how does that affect you? I'm trying to visualize. So he makes this cut, does a couple different slashes, and he leaves these statically there. What happens if you touch them? I'm trying to visually think. I'm a dumb one pump stick figure, right? And I'm running towards this the from the right side of the screen to the left, and there's this fabric cut. Bro, what if he can only open 2 at a time? And what if it's portal? But it cuts you. Like, imagine there's 2 of these. Like, he could set up another one. Right? And the stick figure runs in. Right? And the stick figure would be like this, right? As he's running. But this top half part of him would get cut in half, and it ends up over here, and it falls out the other side. Micro slicing vibrations? It'd be like touching a saw since it's vibrating. Yeah. It's kind of like getting cut. It's going to cut you, and it's going to split you between the 2 different locations. And so he would just like the other half of his body would be like, he would be still running, but this part of his body would fall out over here, and this part of his body would fall down this way because he just got cut in half. So it's like it's like a portal cut. And as he does another slash wave, it'll get rid of the previous one, and the new slash wave becomes point A, and the old one becomes point B. So it doesn't clutter everything all the time, but he can set him up himself like little defensive zones while in combat. And imagine him kicking somebody. Like, you kick somebody at this, and it slices them in half, the other half goes to the other side of the wall. No, it's like he can only cut. It's a slice. If you travel through it, you're getting cut. So you can't like dive into them or anything because they're too. It's like jumping through a shattered window that isn't completely broken. You know what I mean? Like, if he's to jump in it, he's gonna get shredded like cheese. That's what I meant. I just don't know how to explain it. That's what I mean. Like I said at the beginning, I was like, I don't know that it's a bad idea. I just need to see it. I just need to be able to see it. It hurts him too then? I would say it doesn't. Or he's really good at avoiding it. You know, because he's setting it up. He also could cut, like, let's say he was going to get sent at his own thing. Like, let's say somebody shoves him and he's heading towards one of his own things. He could just, like, turn and... He could, like, slash ahead of him and it'll erase... You know what I mean? Like, let's say he's being thrown at this one right here. Before he gets there, like, he's like, oh, like this, right? He could like scrape the sky in front of him like this, and it'll erase that one before he gets there. He's the only one at the helm of the controller. You know what I mean? So I would say he could still get hurt by it, but he also is aware of where his slash waves are, and he's also capable of deleting them, essentially. You know what I mean? He is the creator of the slash waves. Maybe you can also affect the shape of the wave. I would say the transformation of his weapon is the ability that he has already. I like the idea of the 3-dimensional cut. It appears to like an aperture in space. Exactly. I would think if I added the ability for him to change the shape of the cut, it might be too OP or just simply be portal. Let me see if I can recreate this as well, because a lot of times I don't think about what I'm doing. So this is just black with a red glow, and then this is just an add duplicate of the same thing with a color tint. Let me see if I can recreate this. I gotta be able to recreate it. So like, let's say if I'm starting from scratch here, let's create an orb. Sometimes I'm not thinking about what I'm doing, I'm just doing it, and then I think back, okay, well, how did I make that? So glow, red, let's crank it. Right, crank it. That, I don't think that part's that important. And then we go to add, and tint. Yeah. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Whoa, whoa. See, I can even have it animated. Like that. And then it disappears. Ooh. Isn't that cool? See what happens if I blur it. Ooh, blurring is fun. I'm gonna make it pulse. Okay, but I can recreate it. Less traditional circular portal and more of an actual dramatic slash. Yeah, shiny. So that means I can create another one. So like back here, let's say I created this slash. Right? This is me recreating the wheel back here. Here's another slash. All it is movie clip. Glow, red, crank it. However, it doesn't really matter. Duplicate, add tint teal. Add tint teal. Boom. Done. Is this cranked in any certain way? Let me see. Let me look at the, So just more strength in one direction. Okay. Aha, that was a mistake here. Yeah. That's cool. I think Shockwave, I think O/Wave's done. What do you guys think? Gloopies. +1 to Gloopies, too. I think he is done. Yeah, Donnie thought he would take a break, and to relax, he's going to animate. Donnie wanted to take a break from working and do his favorite hobby, which is animating. I don't know that work animating, so I'm gonna take a break. And what do I like to do again? Animate. So you know what? That's what I'll do. I think I'll take the day. I'll take the day off from animating and just, you know, take it easy and just animate all day instead. You know, I think that's what I do. It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. Cut through space-time. Cut through space-time. Also, we need to name what the Gloopy culture actually is, because Gloopy is named Gloopy. Let's see. Cut through space-time. Spatial cuts are made. Hold a static location. Okay. Spatial cuts are made to hold a static location. Only 2 points can exist at any time. Creating another erases the oldest. The oldest spatial cut. I'm trying to think about how to break, like page break this. Let's try that maybe. Yeah, maybe. Oops. What? Okay, that's fine. And then, how would I put this? Anything passing through cut gets split to the other portal location, to the previous spatial cut. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's hard to make things not be wordy, but still you got to be able to describe what you're talking about. You know, less is more, but you still have to say enough. I know nobody's gonna read this, but that's fine. When things get this wordy, people don't read it, and I get it, it's fine. But it's more so this data has to be put somewhere so we know how to do it. What's up, Coaster? Yeah, you should animate instead of animating. You're my little gizmo gloop, for sure. Definitely. Okay, dude. Yup, sturdy. What's up? O/wave is done. Gizmogloop? Alright, dude. Publish. 5 ever, dude. I'm dropping them on the mountain. O/. Done. O/wave is on the mountain. Looking for alien. Alien. Perfect. Let's do another one. Alien. Purple. Even better. Okay. Okay, done. Now let's add O/ to the roster. And then we're moving on. Oh, we get a Ultra Savior or Neptune, guys. Ultra Savior or Neptune. Keep in mind, it's a gloopy. Savior. Okay. Boom. Put existing in dupe folder. Probably just those little chop letters. Did it. Are we all leaning on that? Ultra Savior because gloopy? Sheepy? Sheeply sheep, huh? Sheeply sheep is where we're at. I'm having my seeds to keep my brain sharp. Big, fluffy, tanky, defensive, maybe? Okay. That's fair. Let's see where it takes us. Let's grab our color. Oh, okay. It's like a light blue. Whoa. And this looks like it's gonna be another cloud person. Like a Cassia and Lina Kuzu. Cloud person? I think we're looking at a cloud person here. What if this one isn't, the cloud isn't their hair? What if it's their body? Part of their body? If it is their hair, maybe they can come from down here like this. But the thing is, I want the body to exist still, because the problem is, if we don't go with an actual body, it makes combat really tricky. Maybe this is her brother. Maybe this is Cassia's brother. Like, she's the queen, he's the king. Hold on, let me cook. That's sick. Hello? Look at him! That's totally Cassia's brother. It's both, Mr. Guy. It's both. It's Hair Cloud. And he's the king. That's his queen. Looks like he's balding. Yes, perfect. He's got like that Cloud Fabio look. Lina could be like their kid. Queen, king, child. So if the kid has a thunderous blade, mom has a yo-yo cloud. What would Pops have? Some just like gaudy monster blade? Just some like something just ridiculous. Is this real life? Can I do this? Oh no! Hold on. Let me... I need my arm. Give me my arm. Weapon with shears? We're close friends. Oh, since sheep shears. Hold on. I think you're right. I don't know if I want to do it though. A weapon, scissor in battle is kind of awkward. I feel like a sword is more freeing. Watch this blade turn godly though, watch. We're experimenting. Yeah, it's like 1/2 of the shears, yeah. Ooh. I like that little subtle different change to it there. I'm trying to go just a little bit more of a handle. The handle does not need to be anything impressive. Just needs to be a little bit bigger for him to grab. There we go. I just see him with this like huge gaudy sword. What do we have here? I don't know yet. I just imagine this big gaudy sword. What does the sword do? The sun's electricity, the mother's electricity. What if he isn't? What if he isn't electricity? What if he's something else? What could it be and why? Mother, son. This is Papa. Smoke screen. Could these cloud guys be saviors? Main soldier. Maybe. Let me see if I can pull that off. I have an idea. I think I see something in my head. Let me get it. Let me grab it. Watch this. Could be bad. I like that like cloud idea. We're gonna go with that cloud idea. Give me a sec. Check this out. Oh, come on, bro. That's kind of sick. Yo! Oh! Yeah! I'd like advice on how I could get something like that in motion with what I have right now. You ever check out that ball thingy? No, I haven't yet. The ball animation? Like a ball collab thing? And we were talking about a collab on the blogs in Hyun's Dojo. They went over that. This looks sick. I mean, that looks like somebody who would be a king of something. How do I justify his abilities though? Like what is the actual ability? I feel like I don't have the identity. Like, his sword is massive. And it makes these really baller looking clouds. But what do the clouds do? A little bit darker to separate it from the rest? Maybe. No. Specific round stream submissions. It's from like 2018-ish. I got an SWF pass round, like Bong, and everyone had their turn for 15 frames. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're saying like, how do I continue that? Diamond clouds. No, his hair, not the smoke. No, I like that. Other than just making a how do I start something like that? Well, his hair, not the sword. I like his hair being a firm a white though. It's really good contrast. I mean, if I do like a gray, he starts to wash out. I want it to be like a mix, you know? I like that it washes it out. It creates negative space. I would say, Surtex, it would amount to finding a couple people that you enjoy animating with and starting with them. And then as you work on that, more people might want to join in to be a part of it. No, I saw the file. I saw that. It would be about getting a group of people together that like the idea and want to pass the FLA around. I would suggest finding 1 or 2 people that you like to animate with and start there. And then as it gets exciting and you guys are having a good time with it, then bring more people in. If you just like jumped in, yeah, I watched it. If you just jump in and say, I want 50 people to animate on this, it's probably going to get hung up on somebody and then die forever and no one will ever finish it. You want to start small if you're doing a pass to the FLA around until you really have something nice, and then slowly add people to it to make sure they're going to be active. Pass the FLAs are difficult because they usually die by somebody just sitting on the file. I didn't do it live on stream. I was just referring to like checking it when you posted it. But I was trying to understand what it is that you wanted to like learn. What are you trying to get? And once I understood it was based around like how do you start something like that, then I was just identifying like it would just be finding the core people that you want to play with in the sense of like animating with, and then bouncing in between active people who are excited about the project. Yeah, joints is what we called it back in the day. I think this is done. design-wise. But I want the cloud vapor to mean something. You know? I want the cloud vapor to mean something. What if he could jump into the vapor? Since his body is mostly cloud, what if he can make a slash, then jump into it and disappear? And then slash again to like cut himself out. That might be too OP. And kind of too similar to, like, Oliver Comics' ability, but with less steps. I'm just trying to make use of this, like, really cool ethereal smoke cloud that we have here, you know? Ooh, Mr. Guy, you're cooking. Like slash slash slash, vapor vapor vapor, and they go to dissipate, and then a cloud like almost fades into existence, and then the clouds can then the clouds can randomly shock. Yes, dude. And now, see what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying? So multiple slashes, meaning like he's actively in combat, could spawn these clouds from the vapor. And this is where the sun also would get this ability from. Because remember, he is... Yes, dude. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out, watch. And then it could periodically, as a passive, yeah, passive environmental power is big. I want to change this arc though. You know what? I can't see what I'm doing. I know what I'm gonna do. I have the technology. Get me out of here. Where am I? Where am I? We are looking for... I can't steal from myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, like, distract from the weapon. So we'll do it angled like that. And I have it low alpha so we can see it, but not take away from the other effects. Because if I leave it like that, it's too strong. You know what I mean? That's sick. And now it also ties in the family. Because it makes sense why the kid has a thunderous blade, cloud blade. It makes sense why mom also has cloud yo-yo ability. And it's kind of like a pseudo version of both of those. A thunderous cloud, a blade. That is cool. That I like. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Daddy Cloud. Let's think here. So, attacks with... Here, let's get the right size here. Let's be like 5. Attacks with Cloud Blade, create Vapor. This Vapor creates clouds above. That strike down thunder, or strikes down what? That periodically shoots down lightning at foes. Attach the cloud blade, create vapor. This vapor creates clouds above that periodically shoot down lightning at foes. Thoughts? Is that good? Thoughts? Dude, I feel like this goes so much faster when we have, like... Now that we have so many different classifications of character, it's so much faster to be like, oh, that looks like somebody who's in the Cloud family. Periodically shoots down. It just shoots down. Periodically shoots down lightning at foes. You're right. Yeah, dude. Daddy Cloud. There's Mama. The Queen. Their kid. The King. King Cloud. Oh, King Cloud would be even cooler. Yeah. There we go. So he swipes. Sha. And when he does, vapor comes off the blade. Hey, the name is just a point of inspiration. And the name has to be changed eventually anyways. Are you kidding me? A golfer named Katurksy, man? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Where's the tofu shop in this guy? Sometimes the name's helpful. Sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? I like it. Let's get him on the roster, shall we? All right. Just call him Tiger Woods. That's about right. Oops, that's not all the frames, is it? That's not all the frames, is it? Hello? Did I just miss this one? Yeah, I did. Boom, sheeply sheep. Gloopy! You got another Gloopy. We need to figure out After we do renames of everything, we're gonna figure out the name of these species. But you have another Gloopy in the family. O/Wave. He cuts. He does like spatial cuts. And they're like teleporters, but if you cross it, it's only gonna teleport half of you. One half stays here, the other half goes to the other location. So imagine if you ran into this at your torso, your lower torso and legs would stay here, but your upper torso goes over there. So it effectively cuts you, splits you. And look at the family! Look at the family! Oh my god! Look at the family! Oh my god! You see it now? Are we able to get Blue Sword Guy in the Rhg? I'm only putting in ones that I'm creating right now, but I do feel like there's gonna be a day where I take your guys' creations and I have my own take on them, whether that's like a retake or how I would do it, and then we add those in the future. You know what I mean? If I'm putting it on like my roster, you know what I'm saying? Make them Team Neptune so they feel they're bad for taking most of the good fighters on my team. Trust, I don't think it's lopsided at all. We do need to establish, is this guy sheep? Is this Team Neptune or Team, oh, his arm is not attached. Team Neptune or Team Ultra Savior? What do you guys think? King Cloud, which is fun to say, which will probably be his actual name in the end. He's gotta be Team Savior. I mean, he does feel very Team Savior anyways. He's got all the elements that usually tell us Team Savior. Yeah, it's like this is like a definite Savior. Well, let's update the count. 42. We're on to Lucid. Dude, we're cooking today, though. Hello? 4? Dang. Is this Cloud Family on Savior? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Cassia is Savior. Lina is also Savior. Yep. They're all Ultra Savior. Cloud Family is on Ultra Savior. Maybe they're the opposite of the Cursed Children. Maybe they're the demigods that have been good. I did do Lucid already, though. You are right. Maybe I added him to the list on accident again. You are right. So TH? Sometimes I might have written somebody's name twice because they commented twice. And maybe I didn't catch it. I think it's the first time that's happened. I have a 5 number advantage over Team Neptune. For now. And also, it's not about making the teams even. It's about making the teams be exactly what they're supposed to be. Aligned with. If we ever had to do 1v1s or 2v1s, 3v1s, things like that to even it out, we could do that. Or maybe 2 different people called Lucid. That is not impossible. That is something that could have happened for sure.
Rhgs.
I went and put Sheeply on the mountain as well. Dude, he's so cool. Are you kidding me? Talk about a cool, like, just like aura farming character. He's out there. He's nuts. Okay, let us move on to the next person. That was a fun one. I think cognitively deciding when I get the color what comes to mind for the relative, I guess you could say, is what's speeding this up, I think. TH could be two words, like T something, H something. To harm. To harm. Tallest homie. I don't know. But like we can do whatever we want with TH. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's get our color. Color. Ooh, does the color tell us anything? Immediately upon getting that color, I think electric. Electrified. Because it's like... Robot? This also is in the robot family too, color-wise. I think that's bar 179 has a similar color. Similar, not the same, but similar. Thorium element in chemistry. Let's see what thorium looks like. Man, it looks different in every photo. Like sometimes it's like rusty, like this, and other times it's like really pretty and silvery. Thorium, naturally occurring radioactive metallic element. So he is a pretty good candidate for robot. Radioactive metal. Yeah, let's take it in the robot approach. Okay. Just messing around. Just messing around. We don't know what we're doing yet. Reminds me of an olive. Ooh. It's kind of similar to... This face is kind of similar to MJ Tron's relative, Otaku. But it's like a different rotation of it. Let's get rid of this. I'll do something similar with this. What's up, Common Pyro? How you doing? Let's see. Back at it, yes, sirree, Bob. I don't want him facing the camera exactly. How do I adjust this if he's not facing camera? How would I go about adjusting it? Sometimes it's a matter of like, I gotta play with this a little bit because I need to make sure that from different angles it's still gonna work. And straight on, if I don't feel confident on something straight on, I'll put it at its side like this so that I can Evaluate it again? Yeah. Something radioactive. He almost reminds me of like a ghoul. Like a robot ghoul.
Welcome aboard.
All of his relatives have bars for weapons. Or, well, bars or plasma. Can he do something that's like radioactive? Bar? Perhaps? We're just drawing poses right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. His face kind of looks like the radiation symbol? It does. He uses nuclear energy for attacks. How would we represent that, though? Not against it. But again, it goes back to the, I have to see it. Can you make me see it? Test tubes as a weapon? Maybe. Energy-based range attacks in the form of ionizing radiation, since it's how pure nuclear energy or nuclear damage would work. It's not super visual for me. Yeah. I almost see him like he's like a ghoul. Like a robot ghoul. Does that make sense? Like his mouth is giving robot ghoul. Yeah, radiation does like necrotic damage essentially. I think his weapon, like MJ-Tron, needs to be of the same color as his face, kind of. Because I think that could look really striking. What if he just has a staff? Is that a thing? Can we just get away with a staff? Experimenting. What? But we make the staff like glowy and cool, like it's got thorium power in it. You could go extra mile and make him like Octave, where he discharges atomic energy with every punch or kick. Make a miniature mushroom cloud. You know what's cool is the experimentation I just did on the previous guy. I could kind of recreate that now for this and make this weapon look really sick. Watch. He's holding a fuel rod. Yeah. Oh, dude. Wait a minute. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Watch this. I'm going to make his... Oh my god, this is going to make him creepy too. And we don't have very many creepy people. You know how they all have different bars and they're either like a back bling or something? Watch this. Hold on. I gotta find what I'm trying to look for here. He pulls him out of his head. He's the power source. So much like his other robot brothers, he also has bars as part of his like trajectory and identity in life / curse.
Virus.
But these weapons are the power sources and he's pulling them from himself. That's cool. Hold on. Idea. The glow on this can go so hard. Hold on. MJ Tron, don't worry. I'm going to borrow this real quick. Okay. Tint. Ooh. Okay. And then let me go ahead and blur X. Yes. The position is a little better. Yo, look at that. So you can see it radiating. So he literally pulls the fuel rods out to attack with. He grows, the fuel rods grow out of him. That's what it is. Okay, now watch this. It's fine, it doesn't need to be all of them. Oh, what if I... Hold on. Hold on. Cool, but not necessary. It's fine. Since his atomic base is scalding hot, he'd be a nightmare to deal with, provided you survive the radiation sickness. Exactly. And then the blade, since it's a fuel rod, I'll treat it the same way as I did the other objects. Which is a glow, crank strength, and we can even, let's get rid of, hold on. Pause that area. I can grab this. I think this is there. Yeah, that's what I want. And this could be the whole blade. Yeah! Yo! Okay. Can I grab... I don't want that. I don't want this. Or that. Wait, this. Or that. Okay, I want this to go underneath the weapon, so place it here. Underneath the hand, I mean. Dual wield? No, he doesn't need a dual wield. Dual weapon wield? No. That's sick. Oh, that's so cool. It literally can't be touched without getting a 3rd-degree burns exposed to weird forms of cancer. He's so sick, dude. Oh, I want to add electricity so bad. Make me stop. Okay. This is so cool. I feel like he needs something back here, though. Right? Like, I don't know. Like a weird, jagged cape. Some kind of generator behind him? I don't hate that idea. It's better than my random shape, I'll say that much. Let me cook, hold on. What if it's not a generator in the sense of what you see in your mind when you think of generator? What if it's an orb? What if it's a power source? Ooh. What am I doing? You can't see it back there. Hold on. Thinking. I'm using my thinking. Sigma music. Yeah, I think of metal box as well. I think of like metal something. But I'm wondering if I could do something that isn't metal something. You know what I mean? What if it's not a solid at all? Normal, lower alpha. Woo! Hold on. Adri, take a guess. Adri, how many do you think? If you had to guess, I want you to guess. How many do you think? Ooh. That's close. That is close, but you're too low. But you're very close. I don't know, this is getting muddy. I don't like it. TH right now is number 80. TH is number 80. This is 25% at a 1920 by 3000 stage. The fastest one I've made is in 30 minutes. The slowest I've taken, the longest I've taken was like an hour and a half on one. Actually, no. The first ones, like the really early ones, like Silly P and Meow, they didn't take me long. They took like 10 minutes. But after that, these ones have taken a lot longer. Everything on screen right here down took me like minimum of 30 minutes. What's up, dude? This is the one we made just last. And this stream, where we're on 2.5 hour stream, started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're on the 5th one. It's actually record pace. What I've said, what has sped up the process a lot, is having different species and cultures to wrap into. Could this be made into a Battlegrounds game? I don't know about that. But I'm going to be turning it into a massive 1v1 tournament with the help of some of my friends. What if these are just coming out of his back also? Like his brothers. His brothers are like that. Maybe his are facing downward though. Maybe? His brothers are sticking upwards. Maybe a cape? Red cape? He's a robot. Does robot have cape? I mean, robot have cape would be cool, right? Cable? Oh. Oh. Squiggly squirmy cables? Oh my god. Squiggly squirmy cables? Oh, that'd be cool. They're like shattered cords? Yes. Almost like tentacles. They're plasma tentacles coming out of his back of the top of his spine. That would be such a cool secondary movement. Loose cables. Like he was tapped like, oh, you know what? You know what it is? They're the cables. He used to be the power source. He used to be the power source. Those are the cables that held him. He was like the generator. He was a generator. And he was a power source. And he ripped himself out. I think the cables could spark, but I don't think they're part of his attacks. Hear me out. Like, I can make them spark periodically. And let's say maybe you did get caught up in them. You could. But they're not necessarily like a part of his attack. But it would be like something to avoid. I like that a lot, actually. It's like a little bit of flavor. Like, it's just subtle sparks. Watch. Hold on. I think this one can stay normal. Normal, lower the alpha. Duplicate. Add, crank. Yeah. Donskis. Like that. Boom. And if you want, maybe just a little white dot at the end. There we go. Done. Thorium. Thorium reactor. Yo, we're getting good at this. I think the trick to making a good character is make 50 first. Make 50 of them, and then keep making them. and then it starts to, you start to make good ones sometimes. The trick to make a good character, make 50 of them. All right, now keep going. Okay. Pulls. Thorium. Wait, thorium ions? What do we call these? The staffs. Thorium ion staffs from body. Staff. Fuel rods, that's what it was, yeah. Fuel rods what, deal nuclear damage. Nuclear necrotic damage. Usually I don't like this kind of stuff, but I think he's so visual that you can get away with it. Like, he's so visual everywhere else that just saying he's dealing nuclear necrotic damage, you can make a guy like melt when you hit them or something, and that's fine. So these characters are what being made. Do they belong to the person that's named after them, or is it like co-ownership type deal? I always got sort of confused. So it's basically like a character that's made in their honor in this. They're more than welcome to use the character, animate it, do the art of it if they want, all that kind of stuff, and I encourage anyone to do that. But they exist in this bubble as a character I've made for this world. And I will be going through and renaming everyone. I see it as necrotic because it's like eroding. Nuclear is too vague. Radiative damage. Does that make sense? So like, it's almost like if you're playing Mortal Kombat, right? And Mortal Kombat made you a character in Mortal Kombat. It's still Mortal Kombat's character, but you're like, yo, that's legitimately like my played character. But I'm gonna rename everything because I realized there's an issue. I don't want to step on someone's social media handle. The example I use is let's say Mr. Beast, before he became Mr. Beast, asked me to make him a Mr. Beast character. And I go, okay, here's Mr. Beast. And now Mr. Beast became popular simultaneously as his RG character became popular. You see how that could be an issue? That's like the clearest, easiest example. And now all of his social handles are Mr. Beast. And now all of this thing is also Mr. Beast. It not only could be confusing, but also be an issue. And I don't want to do that to anybody. And I also don't want to cause any problems with anything. All I wanted to do with this is connect with somebody and make something that when I saw their name, this is what, if I had a character for you in my world, this is what it would look like to me. That's all I wanted to do. And I want them to be able to look at that and have some sort of connection with that, and also be like, that's so cool, I love this thing. You know, and so anytime they see me animating it or doing something with it, they could be like, oh, yo, my homeboy is doing so cool, like doing such a good job. Like, I love my guy, you know what I mean? Fuel rods deal radiative necrotic damage. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to rename everything. That needs it, you know? No problem. I hope that's not confusing. I don't ever do anything that's like, I don't know. There's no like groundworks for a lot of things that I come up with to do. I just, something feels creative. I get excited to do something and I just do it. Legit, all I ever want to do is be part of something cool. That is true. Everyone just wants to be part of something cool. And that's like the only thing I'm good at, is making people know that they are cool and they can be part of the thing that I'm doing that I think is cool. That's really my only talent. Thorium reactor pulls thorium fuel rods from body. Fuel rods deal radiative damage, necrotic damage. I'm trying to think about what else to say here. Cables from back periodically spark. So that's just like, you know, if you get caught by the sparks, it is what it is. The hex. This is his active color. Produces a lot of heat, yeah. That's why this is like bleeding. Or like it has like radiated steam, you know? Sorry about my seeds, I hope it's not too loud. The seeds help me how like eating seeds for me when I'm animating is almost like a fidget spinner that doesn't require my hands. You know what I mean? That sounds really dumb, but it's kind of what it is, so whatever. You never notice the seeds? Okay. Because it can sound really gross if you could, because it's like... I'm just moving around in my mouth. Yeah, and like I can't basically like can't eat too many seeds. I mean, you can technically, but it's really difficult to do so. So it's easy to just like throw them in and chew on them, but I'm like the whole time. I used to chew on pens like crazy. Oh yeah, what team do you guys think a thorium reactor is coming from? He radiates Neptune energy, no pun intended. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna say savior, you really have to give me a really strong pitch for savior. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's Neptune unless you could really pitch me the best savior choice ever. Yeah, he's Neptune. All right, let's update the list. I threw him up on the mountain. One of the coolest robots too, which is a tough category to enter and say cool, like cooler than. You know what I mean? Neptune for sure. Let's update the list as well. Sorry, my keyboard took an awkward spot. 38. That was our 80th. His Pokédex entry is number 82. That's wild. I always wonder on these stages, like when he goes to this main file, the filters affect differently. It's the same colored background, same frame rate, and everything, yet like it maybe because I have to be so far zoomed in or something, I don't know. Like it treats the filters a little bit differently on this file. Maybe because there's so many. I don't know. Yeah, we have here's our robots. Let's see. MJTron. We had another robot here, didn't we? Oh yeah. And bars. Is that it? Am I missing anybody? This is the robot family. If you have it in a group, might it? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's it. It's not a big deal. As a whole, it's interesting, you know? Okay, that should be everybody. Okay, TH is on the mountain. Dude, we are at record pace. This is crazy. Definitely have to be faster thinking about what part of the species they could be a part of, or creature types. The oldest of them all is the most powerful for sure. Yeah, maybe he's the one who like started to break them out of the facility. Maybe he's the one who got sentience first and freed his brothers. You know what I mean? I love that they all have this like bar theme to them too. Like this staff theme. He doesn't, and that's okay. But it's funny that they have like this bar theme to them. Donnie, what's up, Donnie? Look at this one. Thorium reactor. Pulls thorium fuel rods from his body. Fuel rods deal radiative necrotic damage, so he's just like slicing with people and he hits. You can make it look like it's burning, or it looks like it like starts to melt their skin or something. Cables from his back periodically spark. So it's not like a weapon, it's like a consequence of him breaking free from being the energy source of whatever powered the factory that made all the robots in this universe. Yo, King? I feel like I could see a whole story with King, dude. Think about this. Think about this for a second. Okay, when we were thinking about making King, I was thinking about King in the vacuum of like being in a battlefield, right? And King looks like this when you approach him, and he has all of these stakes on him already, right? Like he already has these back on his back. Imagine if King has these stakes placed like Horcruxes throughout the world. What if King only ever basically just has his staff on him? Maybe one other stake with him. But imagine this one's like 500 or 2,000 miles away instead of a volcano. This one's at the bottom of the ocean. This one's in a prison cell in his kingdom that you cannot escape 1,000 feet underground. Think about how truly terrifying King could be. Like, King could be the worst and most terrifying character of all time. What if he has one of these just floating in space? Just floating in space. You know what I mean? Like, think about how insane the ability to tap you on the head and send you to any of his stakes. So terrifying. What's up, Joshy? Yeah, because when we see King, we see him through the lens of like, he's entering battle and he looks like this, right? But imagine this is how you actually would usually see King. Like that. He can one-tap you and you're done, though. It's like... But it's not like he's all that strong, necessarily strong enough. But you're not touching him. You know what I mean? If you come up on King and he looks like this, that's scary. If you didn't see where any of those other ones were placed, that's terrifying. What if this one's just in the middle of a dam? You know? Just in the middle of concrete. In the middle of a concrete wall. What happens then? You're just atomized into the cement? The middle of a desert? The middle of a desert? 2,000 miles in all directions, just desert. You know? King is gnarly if you think about it. What's up, OP? Imagine if one of the spawn points are located all the way back in time. He somehow put it there. If he put it back in time, yo, that'd be like King's dad. King's creator. What's up, OP? We got some new ones. I don't know where you left off, but The ones on today's stream so far have been these ones. Tofu Shop, Tori, O/Wave, Sheeply Sheep, and TH. This guy has a Teeth Drill. He's part of the Razor Teeth family right here. Razor Teeth. He's an elder. He's one of the older people on the map. We got Tori. This is another one of the Rhgstem creatures. Rhgstem, but he's from the underworld. He has a ball he kicks around that sucks up souls. You left it, Davim? Okay, so you're up to speed then. O/Wave is another Gloopy, and his blades cut static, like spatial teleporters or spatial portals, but they slice you. So like if you run into this, whatever part of you runs into it, the top half of you gets teleported to the other spatial cut that he made, and the other one doesn't. It stays here, but you get split in half. How are you gonna make King's fight interesting? He just kills you in the same way every time. There's got to be some catch for the variety. Well, King during that battle is going to show up like this. So how you deal with King is not letting him set up. And the other thing is that King can only put the stakes down in the battlefield that he's put in. You get what I'm saying? So like he has to be creative in like ripping off one of his stakes, throwing it in the sky, hitting you with his staff, and then while that other stake is in the sky still, when you get hit, you're going to go to that one and go flying way further because that staff is way in the sky. I'm saying like lore-wise, if you were to take King out of the environment in a vacuum where he has all of his staffs and he's in a tiny in a one location, this character as a whole, if he was the king of a realm and he has all these staffs placed, you know, he already has the time and took the time to like put them in the 5 corners of the planet or something in horrible locations, it's a different story. But in the battlefield, he's just going to be hard to gap close on. But if you have ranged attacks, you can deal with him. If you're faster than him, you can deal with him. If you block his attacks, you can deal with him. And even if you get hit by it, he might just move you across the room, not, you know, in shark-infested waters 1,000 feet under under the ocean or something. You know what I mean? So that's how he's balanced in that way. But it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of these characters are a lot of fun. Like, look at this. Origins of Catrixie Man. He shoots golf balls at, like, light speed. So, imagine King and this guy, he doesn't have to get close to him. He can use the club if he wants as a weapon. But he also could stay across the room and just keep lobbing these 6 light speed golf balls. You know, so there's like a ranged character that can deal with them. A simple squid can just stay across the room shooting ink, and it electrifies and arcs. You know, so there's ways to deal with people, and it wouldn't even have to be ranged. Like S&S Weeper is silly, or Sad and Silly Weeper. He might just be dancing and having a good old time, throwing these bowling pins around everywhere, and then King gets annoyed with him, bops him over the head, pisses him off. He gets sad. And when he gets sad, all the bowling pins explode everywhere. You know, that's going to stagger him or hurt him at the least. And he can go over there get beat to death by this confetti staff. A confetti bat. So there's definitely no... Outside of the god characters, Neptune and Ultra Savior, which is why we pulled them out, there's no just automatic win. I don't think, out of any character. How many are left? I'm trying to go like do a soft cap at 100. We're currently at 81, so I still have at least 20 to go. Milk Vaz, what's up, buddy? At least 20 to go. And I'm not ending it there, but I want to start animating these characters. I'm really excited about so many of them. And in order to animate them, I have to stop making them. My sheep's getting full. Yep, I have a magic trick for that. You know what, that is true though. Let's add another save as file, so therefore if we crash, I don't lose this whole roster sheet. So we're good there.
I don't want to cry.
Does anyone have any, before we move on to the next character, does anyone have any questions about anything? About anything that has to do with the universe so far? maybe the different species types, individual characters, what my ideas might be for first battles or tournaments. Adding a bit more for Cashier. So Cashier just recently got another relative. What I'm thinking about is Cashier could be part of a group or culture that is cursed with, what is it, the 7 deadly sins? So Cashier might be cursed with greed, right? Loves the gold coins. Can never hit people enough because he wants to just see the gold, right? Nabma, he has this special sword that as he makes impacts or strikes people, it basically sucks the oil out of them, and the oil powers the sword, and once the sword is at max power, he deep fries objects, and then he eats them. He's cursed with gluttony. And these coins act as almost like the pendant of the curse or the 7 deadly sin that they have. It's not like not a religious thing, but it's like, you know, of those different categories, they could be one of those things. He does something like Gold Rush. It gives him speed increase. Yeah, because he really wants to see a bunch of coins and combos really fast. That'd be sick. Will you finish up Andre vs. Koa first before you go to the tournament? Will you finish the Andre series before the tournament? I won't be able to finish the Andre's Arena series before the tournament. No, because that in itself is a large project. Koa is done. I really just need to add sound effects to it and camera work. I don't know why I've been hesitant to do so. Honestly, I love it. It's one of my favorites. So I do plan to do that still, but I don't have like a specific time. Insect inspired characters have a lot of potential. Yes, we just started actually adding to the insects. This is a battle beetle here. The only other one we had was Tick up here, but I wanted to expand that. He has exploding ticks, which I think is great. But Davim is a battle beetle with electric claws, which I think is really cool. But Gold Rush wastes a lot of coins while using it, causing him to go in debt. He probably gets really sad because he sees all the coins explode also. It's like a catch-22. He gets to see the coins for just a second and he thinks he's a little bit more rich, but then they explode and he's dead. And they explode and they're gone. What about an Animorph race? Animorphs aren't those things that like transform into things? I don't want transformative things that go into like full body or something. It would be cool to do like a transforms into a different type of stick figure, I guess. But then it's kind of like just creating 2 different characters, and I would probably just create 2 different characters. But I do have something for that concept. Like I had an idea that maybe there's somebody that follows Nabma around. That let's say when they don't eat, they're really weak and they look really frail. But as they eat, they can then transform, and when they transform, they're like, I don't know, really strong or roided out. You know what I mean? So I could see like someone that tags along with Nabma and eats up his fried objects that he fries or cooks with the sword, and then just has like a big explosive burst of energy, you know? I don't know. That's just like a loose idea. But I need to, we're 3 hours into this. I need to use the bathroom real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put no break on for you guys for just a minute. If you would be so kind. And I will be right back. Bye. I will be right back. And then we'll get back into creating some more. Because I got more space to do it. Be right back. We are back at it.
Hello.
Okay. We're back at it. This non-stop action is something I love. Same. No break is one of my favorites. That's why I always like to use it for my actual break. Okay, this is where we're at today. We did Tofu Shop. Looks like we lost some people. That's alright. Tofu Shop, Tori, O/, Sheeply, and TH. We are now moving on to it's like 5 people in a row I'm friends with. What? I can't see people's names.
Live like this.
I think I know I did. I replied. Coaster, I think I see it. I see C dot dot dot. That must be you. The TH. One, two, three, four, five. Well, a good sleep. What? I don't know. Okay, up next we have Prince Dave CT. All right. Let's give him a 14 maybe. Oh, that was almost perfect. Prince Dave, Connecticut? Is that what I'm saying? Just give me the head. Thank you. Boop. Boop. Achieving perfection, how? Oh. Okay, let's see. Prince Dave CT. Let's go ahead and grab a random hex. A green. Okay. Green it is. Leave the comment on the video on TikTok. Perfect. Titanium Cyclone. I will update the list again. It's not a hard cutoff. It's going to be hard cutoff at 100. The soft cutoff at 100. I haven't updated this list with any new names in a few days. But once I reach 100, I'm not going to not accept more people in, but I'm going to pause on creating new characters because I want to start animating some of these. Another green. We got a lot of greens. Rhgs, Chronicle, Rens, Waddle, Simple, Mr. Guy, even Tori and Tofu, Mom Sheep, To a Central, Overuse, Spectre, Meow. Do we have another cat? Mindustry reference? What's Mindustry? What do we want to add? My Industry, the mobile game? Doesn't seem like my kind of game. He drinks water and spits it back at insane speeds. He's a squirt gun. Minor Tree invented copper, actually. Surtex Quake. He's a one of one. I don't know that I can make another one of him. Bo Easy. Yeah, of course they're trolling Duff. Got him. Who do I want to make? Aquatic? Forest? Or do we do Warrior? Gladiator is the only other gladiator. Connor, I've been back for a long time. What are you talking about? Are you not live? I don't think Connor's up to speed. I did invent onions. Write that down. That is factual. I did make onions. I did make onions. That is true. Real. Prince Dave CT. What if there was a guy who had a weapon that when he swings it, it changes what kind of weapon it is? What if he has the master weapon? He swings it, and as it's traveling, it'll turn into an axe, or a sword, or a mallet, or I don't know, maybe anything. Every swing a different weapon, a different silhouette. The master melee weapon. A gamble weapon. That's a cool way to think of it. Prince Dave. No, I think he'd be the prince of King and Queenly. Queenly. She has a jet crown. Battle axe and can summon swords that are temporary platforms. King with his teleporting staffs. And Prince Dave CT with the master weapon. There is 80 to be exact. There's 80 of them. Gamble mechanics. Gamble weapon.
Suppose there are times when you feel
Are you done? Oh my god. Guys, I didn't realize what time it is. I'm going to leave us here with this. I'm going to put gamble weapon. I didn't realize we're way over time right now. Because I need to make dinner. I thought I had an hour left. Today's stream flew by. Are you kidding me? So when we come back, which will be tonight, I will be working on Prince Dave CT. He is going to be the spawn. The spawn of our king here. Can I do something with this? I'm trying to dim his light a little bit. I want to get the idea down real quick, though. Yeah, there we go. He is going to be the spawn, the prince. There we go. Of King and Queenly. Bro, how many? This is 80. 80! This is what 80 unique characters in the Stones Arch universe looks like. 80! Will it be updating the list before you stream tonight? I might. You know what? That's probably a good thing to do. I probably will update the list before I start streaming tonight. That way I can see who made the 100 cut before I actually reach 100. And that way people can know whether or not to expect it sooner or rather than later. At this rate, we've created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people in a day. So 10 to 12 people is what I make it about in a day. But today I've been jamming. This stream, I got all of these done. And I'll be streaming again tonight, so. It's a soft cap at 100. Soft cap at 100, so I can start animating some of them. Yeah, he's got a crown already. He's already got that crown going. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. He's gonna be sick, dude. I'm really excited. I also like not putting the crown on their head and like also not centering it. It's fun. Gamble weapon, Prince Dave CT when we come back. When he swings the weapon on impact. Yeah, Connor, you're so behind. On impact, it decides what weapon it is. So it could be an axe, a sword, a mallet, changes effect. But I'm gonna head out for now, friends. I'm gonna make some dinner and I'll be back again later tonight. If I don't see you tonight, have a wonderful day and I will see you tomorrow. Otherwise, for those of you who stay up late, I will be on again late tonight. We'll be making some of these, more of these characters. Maybe I update my list so that you guys can see where I'm at for number of people and where you might sit in that list if you haven't had your character created yet. Okay? All right, my friends. I love you. I'll see you soon.